What's up, y'all? It's your girl, X Visionary. Namaste. I'm just playing. Welcome back. I think the last, hold on, right. I have not checked all of the footage from the cruise, but I'm pretty sure that I did not record any session that I had on the boat. I didn't do too much calligraphy on the boat because I was really just trying to enjoy my time away with family and my first, out of the country technically vacation. Yeah, I did do some calligraphy on the boat, but it was very wonky because at the time I was doing some black letter work. Captain was flooring that guy. I'm talking about he just put the pedal to the metal. Like we was on that thing like this. Not gonna hold you. And some of these could have been better. And I don't want to use that excuse because some of these came out pretty decent. It's just I wasn't in the best environment. I was just trying to get some work in and I was bored at the time. I'm like, hey, why not, put some work in on the calligraphy pen? And I don't know. I know you guys saw me change it to green, but I'm going to show you where I left off. If I haven't showed y'all already, I'm just going to show you where it went from green to now we're about to, I think I got yellow. But yeah, let me go ahead and show y'all this. So boom, we got O's here. Just practicing. I don't know if y'all could hear me just then, but I said we got O's here. I was just practicing my O's. And I think that is what I recorded in the previous video. And if you haven't watched the first episode of Learning Blackletter, I don't know what I want to call this series. I want to call these series something different, just like I have my vlog series that I got coming up. But yeah, then we move to this page where O's and I's. And I don't remember. Actually, I think I was at home when I did this. So I think you guys have seen this already, but we're just going to go through and I'll show you the ones where I think we're like, okay, this ain't it. Pretty decent work. I was putting in a bunch of work at this time. Mind you, I had took days off while I was on the boat doing calligraphy. Some more work. I don't think I was at the boat at this time either. Some more decent work. Of course not. Most are trash. I would say there's like a good 15% decent ones here and there from what I've been doing with my O's. Like you guys know, I'm practicing my O's and also keeping that steady hand of my eyes. But yeah. So I want to say this page is where I filled the whole page up of calligraphy on the boat. And as you can see, there's a lot of wonky stuff going on. Like even right here, like you could just kind of tell that I haven't practiced in a minute on this page. And we're about to fix that right now. We're about to get a good session in. If you are on the road to glory episode, if I'm still gonna record this, we finna do a black letter session in. I'm finna do a good 2.5 hour session in when I came back. If I haven't showed y'all the ink already, just by the way, I haven't went through any of these videos that I've already recorded for this episode. Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, I didn't go through the new inks I have for so far. Or I think I did, because I was cleaning my calligraphy pen, changing out the inks, and I changed the ink on the boat. You know what I'm saying? I changed the ink on the boat before we left to travel because I wanted to do calligraphy in the car. I didn't do calligraphy in the car because a good portion of the rest of the way I had to drive and then I fell asleep and just, yeah, excuses really, but the car ride wasn't too smooth either. And I just rather get better at calligraphy at a steady state. But let me show y'all the inks. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me nice, man. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I don't think that's going to work like that. Hold on. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, so, pretty much I just ordered, I ordered another 12 pack of just mixed color inks because I do like color. I'm not going to lie to you. And then, of course, good old black. You know what I'm saying? Good old black. I'm going to be good on inks in a very long time. Not gonna buy no more inks. Might coming up around Christmas, gonna buy myself the rest of the pens because they're pretty cheap. Not gonna lie to you, they're not that expensive. And yeah, so we got 24 blacks. We still got a great amount of ink in the first one, right? Because so far, this is what's left in the container. There's a good amount of ink left. Like, I'll be on to my next sketchbook before I even finish this pack. And by the time we'll finish these two together, I'll be on to another sketchbook. I'm going to keep buying these notebooks and I'm going to date them. Like, first time ever learning calligraphy with this notebook. I'm going to keep it for, old time's sake. Just like this docu-series really is a time capsule of like how far I've come with my calligraphy process and my calligraphy journey. And once I really get at a good level of calligraphy, I want to start using just regular thick, black books, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like thicker sketchbook, even though I do love these spiral ones. I'm going to keep using these for like fun stuff. But yeah, and we could chat a little bit. I'm watching DJ Ghost, but I do want to talk to y'all for a little bit. And it might be a more long-winded, episode. But I do want to talk about, this is like the first art form that I've gotten into where I didn't buy a bunch of, how can I say, tools in the very beginning. And just picked one tool, learn it, and use that to keep going. And what I mean by that is, when we all get into these art forms, me personally, I'm a tech geek. When we get into these art forms, some of us want to buy everything. And this is probably the first thing that I've gotten into where just like, it doesn't matter about the equipment. It's all about how good you can use the equipment. And that's what I'm like, learning. Here we go. We finna lay down this yellow. Let's do an eye. Ooh. I don't even know if y'all could see that. Oh, this is so janky. Let's get back into doing eyes right quick. And I might do a separate thing called calligraphy with me or something like that. This channel might just naturally turn into like a calligraphy channel by accident, and I'm not trying to do that, but it's just as I'm learning, I'm just, I'm going with the flow. Like, I'm just doing what makes me happy, making the content that makes me happy. Like, I want to show y'all like things I'm working on the fashion side, and then this plays into a part on the fashion side because this is going into the design. Let me see, this is messing me up. Like, this is the problem I'm having with my eyes, is like I'm still struggling with my pen placement, and that's just me having to take time and just simply study. But if y'all remember the first episode, how my eyes were, this is 100% better. All right, now let's do we just finna, finna see something right quick. Like, you guys know I've been struggling with the O's as of lately. And that's better. That's better. Better. My O's are getting better. Okay, that was my first O, just sitting still, First O just sitting still, And I think these next few pages, I'm just going to fill them with eyes just so I can, oh God. Still having those problems with like the pen, like even it out. Let's do another O. Ooh. We still getting there. But I wanted to talk about, like, normally I would get into like a hobby or something and just buy all the equipment for it. I did that for photography. I did that with graphic design mainly because that's like my main thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing that for years. But hold on, let me just see something real quick. Okay, I just want to see something. But yeah, I didn't do that with this because I really wanted to focus on the craft first. And I think a lot of times this diamond is too, this is the perfect size right here. A lot of times I would just dive in head first without even trying to like learn the art form. And I didn't want to do this with calligraphy. I don't know, I just naturally felt great about diving into calligraphy. Like, I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to make sure I did right with this skill set, because I think out of all of them besides graphic design, I genuinely am curious. Like, and I genuinely have learned to love it in the short amount of time that I've been, learning it. And that's just like some advice for anybody. Like, get to know the craft, get to know the tools, get to know, you know, the art that you're working working on. That is what matters more than anything. You could have all the expensive tools in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, then like you're the goofy, honestly. On to the next page. And on the boat, I already like kind of set up my own grids. I think this is the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. So I got a few pages. And I'm almost done with this book, as you can see. Not too far along. I'll probably be done episode 3. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Is just like, learn the tool, learn the craft before you start buying all the expensive stuff with it. Like, as much as I want to buy, as much as I want to buy a crazy dope broad pen, like, and I'm talking about the ones that you dip it in ink and you get to writing. As much as I want to do that, I don't need to. I really don't. The parallel pen is everything I need. And the old me, who was so excited about learning something new, would have been done that. And point blank simple, I didn't need to learn that. I mean, I didn't need to buy that to get better at calligraphy. All I needed was this pen, the ink that flows through it, and there it is. And who's to say that I would even like that? But I am gonna get into it, obviously. Oop, this is not good. This is the best thing I've done. Let me start at. That's the best thing I've done. But all this is literally just muscle memory, guys. Muscle memory. 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 This section might be a calligraphy practice session with me. Don't know. It might just be. And the problem that I'm finding with some of these, it's just like I'm not going down all the way. Like, I'm not going down all the way, as you can see. And that's just something I have to get better at, Because for the longest, I was just trying to get better at these angles. But yeah, y'all. So I'm going to do that eventually, which by I don't even know the right name for that pen. That's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff that I have to learn. And this is very good. This is very good. I'm getting closer to this. But it seems like to me like my O's are longer where this one is kind of like shorter and compact. Mine is long and tight, if that makes sense. So let me try a smaller, let me just, let's see. And I really think this is the size it's supposed to be. Like, it's not supposed to be this long thing. Like, and if it is, like, you gotta have a certain measurement with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all. I just think I feel like we've all done that. Especially, I like to call creatives like me, like jack of all trades, like somebody who just has to try everything, and you naturally build a multiple skill sets. And it's a blessing and a curse. I feel like some jack of all trades like me who do have ADHD, we try everything, and it stop us from doing other things that we know that we're really supposed to be doing, but because we're just so creatively intrigued, we just can't help ourselves. And I think that's gonna be like a design that I do for my brand, is like talk about the creatively intrigued ones. Lord have mercy, this is terrible. Okay. But yeah. Uh I'm going to keep doing this. I'll do a time lapse video, but that's really all I wanted to talk about, is just like know the craft, learn the craft before you like get super into all of the unnecessary tools that you really don't need to start the craft. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We're going to time lapse, and I'll see y'all after all this. What's good, y'all? It's your girl. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you watched it to all the way to the end, leave calligraphy is life or something like that in the comments, or drop an emoji, whatever. If you've been keeping up with this series so far, I just want to say thank you. This is a new skill set for me to add to my toolbox as an artist and as a designer, incorporating into my fashion pieces. Like, I really have grown into loving calligraphy. I've always loved Blackletter, you know, that style of calligraphy, and it led me to a whole nother world of handwritings that I never thought, exist. And it's not that I didn't know some of these didn't exist, it's just the history behind it, and how many of that kind of same thing variants in handwriting styles there is just so dope to know the history of calligraphy. And you guys know, like, I'm basically not only just a designer, but I'm an artist for real, y'all. And fashion is just gonna be my many ways of like expressing that. And to know that I'm like recording a skill set that's so like important, but in so like kind of mysterious, and it's not, I promise you, less than 50% of the population can do calligraphy. That number is probably way lower than that. Like, I don't know the exact number. I could pull it up. Matter of fact, it says an estimate of 14,000 people in the United States alone can do calligraphy. And not even, we don't even know how much that is for people doing stuff like Blackletter. Regardless, like, my point is do something, find something you love that can make you stand out as a designer within the clothing space. And just making a world around your art. It doesn't matter what you name your brand, just have your brand, let your brand have a purpose. But to see this process, and for y'all to see me doing it now, where I'm not, what I'm saying, very, very beginner, and then when y'all see me when I get like intermediate, then like, what I'm saying, y'all the ones who be able to say you're here. So if you've been watching this series so far, thank you. This series is probably my favorite thing to do, just see the progression that I've been, doing within Blackletter alone. But I'm very happy, honestly. So, yeah, I've been in the best place creatively, mentally for a minute, you know. So yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all. We finna go into this next video. Make sure you guys click the next video if you haven't already, man. It's another progression. What is this episode? Is this episode 3? This is episode 3 of the calligraphy series. I've been filming this so far, it be feeling like it's like multiple episodes for me. So yeah, this is episode 3. Shout out to y'all who watched it in the video. I love y'all. Be easy, be safe, and put God first. Peace.